now to Greece, where political uncertainty and the general sense of crisis have led to fears that Greek tourism revenues may fall by up to 15% this year. That's according to the Association of Greek Tourism Enterprises. On the line now, George Drakopoulos. He's the Director General of the Association. Thanks for coming on the line, George. I suppose this is the last thing people in Greece wanted. It's the one most solid thing economically that's happening in Greece, your tourist industry.
Exactly. I will have to remind that last year, despite all this negative publicity that the country has received, Greek tourism reached a record level, both in terms of international tourist arrival, with 16.5 million, and also in the revenues, more than 10 billion euros. So what we have set as a goal for this year was to stabilize around 16 million arrivals and 10 billion euros. In the beginning of the year, this goal seemed to be quite reasonable, as in the first 4 months we had a minus in arrivals, something like minus 3.5%, which was more or less expected. That was because the Easter was a bit earlier this year, blah, 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 blah. It was okay, under schedule. However, after the inconclusive result of the elections on May 6th, we have seen a significant drop in the bookings. And this is our fear now, and we say that we definitely need a government the day after the elections.
Do you think you're going to get one? Because clearly the uncertainty is putting people off making bookings.
I cannot think of another thing. I mean, there's nothing we can do. All political parties, despite the difference they have, they say, okay, we'll have to have a government, or I'm not expecting to have the most effective, the most efficient government, but still we need something. I mean, the country has to stabilize, because this no government thing does not work in Greece. In Belgium it was fine, 600 days without a government, but everything was working. In Greece it's quite the opposite. I mean, without government almost nothing works.
How important, by the way, how important is the German market for Greece tourism? Because some rather unsavoury things and portrayals have been appearing in the Greek media about German politicians, notably their Chancellor.
It's by far the most important market. Out of 16.5 million last year, 2.2 were Germans. And the next one is the British market, 1.7. So, but still, now we feel it dropping in the German market around 30%, which is more than 600,000. And out of this, we have covered half of it from Russia, Ukraine, Turkey, and Israel. So it's almost impossible to cover the whole loss from the German market. In terms of revenues, well, it's not that bad because Russians, Turkish, Israelis do spend more than the Germans here, but still, a lot of people, if they do not come, we lose revenue and we lose employment positions. The good thing, if I can say a good thing, is that the problem is not within the product. The Greek product, it's the same. It's also in a better position because we lowered a bit the prices due to the reduction of VAT, which means we give a better value for money. We have facilitated a lot all the visa procedure, mainly with Russia and Ukraine. Yesterday, the Minister of Foreign Affairs signed an agreement with the Turkish government, and all Turks can come to the Greek islands for 15 days without any visa. Upon arrival, they get a stamp, and this is valid for 15 days stay without any other formalities. This will give a very big boost to the islands.
A silver lining on the cloud. George, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. That's the Director General of the Association of Greek Tourism Enterprises, George.